Good afternoon everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. Now, this one is going to be something a little bit different. It's going to be Mortal Kombat related obviously, but it's going to be about the new era Mortal Kombat. And yes, you probably would have guessed from the title by now, is New Era Shaolin Monks. Yes please, absolutely, hands down, yes please. We need it ASAP. Ed Boon, NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brother Games. I think we all need a new era Shaolin Monks for the PS5, which is no longer Liu Kang and Kung Lao. It would now focus on our new era characters, being the extremely well put together duo Raiden and Kung Lao from the new era. Now they were absolutely fantastic in MK1, hands down they were a great pairing, as were Liu Kang and Kung Lao. But I reckon now is the time for them to do a new era Shaolin Monks. Don't do a remake of the old one. The old one for the PS2 is a masterpiece, an underrated gem. It needs to stay in that era. Obviously, it's too late to do a sequel for that one now, knowing that these games before we got the new ones, is that obviously now they're in a completely different timeline. So it really makes no sense to continue on those storylines now, knowing that the new era, we've got all brand new storylines and everything like that. But I honestly think going forward, have an MK Shaolin Monks game, brand new era generation 1, where this game either runs alongside MK2, the new era MK2 obviously, not the old one, runs alongside it, or is set before MK2 and it leads into the events of MK2, where obviously Raiden and Kung Lao are the new pairing and they go off and do their thing. Whatever they need for assignments or whatever, and knowing now too that they're training Shujinko up, you could add Shujinko into the mix, and obviously Liu Kang would be their guide throughout it, helping them along the way. But we could obviously introduce other new era Mortal Kombat characters into it, being from the 3D era games. Would love to see some more 3D era love. You can add more storyline into the new Shaolin Monks era game, where you give more love to Havoc, Ashra, Reptile, Baraka, and you can add all of them into it, and obviously adding the old 3D era, some other 3D era characters that we've not seen, that obviously what has changed with all these characters now, as with the new era Mortal Kombat, we've seen a lot has changed, and for the most part, it is good going forward. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love MK1, and I'm not dissing it in any way or whatnot, but there are a lot of flaws in Mortal Kombat 1 in terms of its story towards the end, which just went down a shithole. And then obviously there's lots of people saying there's no meat and bones in the game. I'm not going to get into all of that, but yes, there are a lot of stuff that is missing from MK1. So respect to anybody that has their gripes and stuff like that about MK1. I definitely have my gripes. I have my gripes about how the story went and how the story ended. Multiverse and all of that, which is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. And then of course, missing features, still no mastery experience, faster experience to level up your characters to max, which is absolutely ridiculous. There's a few, bare bones stuff like item-wise, custom, like maybe more range of customization and stuff like that. And one person I will, one channel I will mention is the Jaded Rabbit. Now I've watched a lot of his videos that have popped up on my channel lately, and there's a lot of stuff in his videos that he talks about. He's really, really funny. You need to go and check him out, people. He makes a lot of points and heavily criticizes Mortal Kombat 1 and makes a joke of it and mockery and stuff like that. And there are elements in there that I will definitely agree with him on 100%. But then there's some things that I disagree with him on. Oh, please don't kill me. But yes, Jaded Rabbit. There are a few things that I disagree on, and that's one of them I will point out is that you can't understand how people like MK1. I mean, I personally like it, although it has its flaws. I'm not saying it's an absolutely perfect, magnificent game, but being that I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan and I grew up with Mortal Kombat, I really welcomed Mortal Kombat 1. At first I was very, very skeptical about it. There are a lot of stuff missing. I will agree with you. There are lots and lots of stuff missing from this game, and assets and color palettes that are just palette swaps of, you know, this color and that is ridiculous. We need new inventive costumes, gear, and stuff like that to ramp up. Invasions needs a lot more juice in it as well, I will agree. But in terms of how you can't understand how some people like this game, I personally like it because the gameplay is great. I do like the gameplay. I've not done any online matches and whatnot because at this stage I'm a little bit afraid to do online matches and stuff like that due to how people can be very, very toxic, and pretty much if you're not a pro, you know, you pretty much don't do that, you know, don't do online matches and whatnot because you're going to get your ass kicked, and that is ridiculous. There should be levels within Mortal Kombat that let you go pro against pro, intermediate against intermediate against intermediate, beginner against beginner, casuals against casuals, and beginners, mixing those two together and stuff like that, because then I think it would be a lot fairer as well. But I don't know. There's a lot of things that I agree on, and there's some things that could very well be improved. And I like MK1 because the character design, some of the character designs are amazing. I will give it that. Are amazing, hands down. Some not so much. But yes, I absolutely love watching your videos, having a laugh at your videos every single time you come on, because you seriously make me laugh with all your points that you make about Mortal Kombat 1. So I really have to commend you and congratulate you on your videos, because I don't know what it is. You just make me laugh, and it's refreshing to see your points of view. So that's refreshing. So check him out, people. Jaded Rabbit. I haven't subscribed to your channel, Jaded Rabbit, so I'm sorry. I just haven't had the chance to, but I will subscribe to your channel because your content's amazing. But yes, as I was saying, people, new era Shaolin monks introduce, you know, you got all these other characters that are already introduced into the new era Mortal Kombat 1. You could have some of them pop into this new era game, and then you could have some old 3D era characters. You can have some older characters coming into it, back into it. And it runs, it's a storyline before MK2 that leads into the new era MK2 going forward. That's just my opinion on it. And you could use those elements of Shaolin monks from the PS2 era and jazzy it up and give them really sick moves and fatalities, brutalities, animality. I mean, we haven't seen animality yet in Mortal Kombat 1. I'm like, holy shit, are they going to add animalities in it? Because I would love to see animalities in this new era. Not so much babalities. I've seen it It's been done. Friendships, been done to death too. MK11 had that. Babalities, like I said, Babalities are great and all, but yeah, it's time to move on. Time to give Animality some love. But other than that, I really think they need to focus on a new Shaolin Monks game, and now is the time to get it done. And do that, and then focus on MK2. Because with this new era MKE Shaolin Monks game, I reckon it would generate a lot of buzz. It would give us something brand new and fresh with Raiden and Kung Lao. And obviously add Shujinko into it. Absolutely hands down add Shujinko into it. It hints at it in the endings. It hints that they train Shujinko. And I really think Shujinko needs to be a part of that in the next game going forward. But you could do it as such with MK Shaolin Monks and add him in where you can play as him as well. And between all of those characters, you can interchange between Raiden, Kung Lao, and Shujinko along your journey. Give them lots of chapters, lots of story, lots of fresh gameplay, where it adds a style of MK Shaolin Monks mixed with, Devil May Cry action and Final Fantasy VII remake action, something like along those lines. Really bonkers, crazy gameplay where you can experiment, you can change their clothes, their skins and everything like that. That would be hands down amazing. But other than that, guys, this is just a talk about it. I don't have any video that I've recorded or anything to put in the background, unfortunately. Trying to pace myself with these videos. So I don't have anything in the background as such. This is just me talking at the desk about it. I would love to have put Mortal Kombat content into the video, but it's hard trying to get content and stuff and fix it all in and stuff like that. So it's just me talking. But other than that, guys, thanks so much for joining in. And yeah, once again, just a big shout out to the Jaded Rabbit. Love your videos, mate. I will be subscribing to your channel as soon as I finish this video. But other than that, guys, thanks so much. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to click like, the subscribe button, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my content. Even just a like, it really helps out the channel. Let's get those numbers up, people. But other than that, thanks so much, and I'll catch you all with the next one. All right, bye.